Alright guys, so I'm actually leaving the doctor's office right now, the heart doctor to be exact. Everything's good and boring. My heart is normal. I was a little concerned because everybody was like, every time like at the hospital or like when the nurse comes, they're always like, oh, does your heart always, beat that fast? And I'm like, I never knew it beat fast. But when I was talking to my doctor, he was like, no, he was like, that's normal for you. He was like, your heart always beats in between 88 beats per minute and 100. I'm like, that sounds really high. He's like, no, it's perfectly fine. Everybody's different. I was like, oh, okay, well, if it's always been like that, it's more of a hereditary thing. So I was like, okay, whatever. With that being said, he said all that was normal, and I got taken off of some medications when I was in the hospital. He agrees with that. He says I don't need them anymore. So that's good. I lost an additional 20 pounds. I thought it was 15, but he said it's actually 20 when he's looking at because they have all my records from the hospital and from my other doctor's visits. So yeah, another 20 pounds. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, originally I just didn't have an appetite. So that caused me to have a significant drop before I went into the hospital. And I said, after I got out the hospital, I still didn't have that much of an appetite. And I was like, my appetite is back now, but I'm still trying to keep the same portions size or whatever. So he's like, well, it's working. He was like, if you could even lose another 20 pounds, he was like, it would just, So I was like, I'm going to try to lose more than that. But I officially weigh less now than I weighed in high school. And in high school, I was on dance team and everything else. And had tennis and all that. And that just goes to show you that diet does make a significant impact, because I was so active and all I did was like maintain my weight. I just didn't get bigger with the horrible food that I was eating, but I didn't actually ever lose because of how bad my diet was in high school. You're young, you eat horrible stuff. But now I pay more attention to what I eat. And just imagine if I got back active, which we're slowly getting there. I didn't tell you guys, but I went to the plastic surgeon just regarding my wounds. They are almost completely 100% healed, with the exception of one. That was the deepest one, and it is like that small now. So, yeah, we're almost completely over everything. My oxygen today was 98%, which is really good, considering that means like basically all that fluid and everything is off of my lungs from the infection. My kidneys are good. I just have to see. I'm just going to do a visit with the kidney doctor just like to make sure. But they said that basically they regenerated all of whatever damage they were having and caused by the infection, and we're good to go. So Amber's organs are good. That's what we need. Amber's teeth are no longer gold. That's what we needed, okay? So we got white teeth. We got working organs. Amber is a happy girl. Amber is also a hungry girl. I don't want to get too crazy with eating, like, oh my God, I lost weight, let me go eat a whole McDonald's. Never would I eat McDonald's, but I'm just saying. And in true form, this morning I was looking for a hat because I was like, my hair is just like a greasy mess. And I could not find my hat, any hat. I have like 3. And my mom was like, here, I found this hat. It's like brand new, never been worn. And the minute I saw it, I'm like, this has to be from my aunt. And I'm like, my aunt that passed away. I was like, let me just Google what this is, because this says justice or else 10-10-15, and it wasn't clicking for me what it was. Then I looked it up and I was like, oh, Million Man March. She went to the Million Man March, and she probably bought this hat from my mom. My mom doesn't wear hats, but I told my mom, I was like, this is officially mine. Like, this is from my TT, so I am taking it, putting it to good use, and it is now my most important treasured hat in my hat collection. So yeah, I just wanted to say, if you guys see me with this on a lot, that is why, because I'm just happy that my mama found it. It was like perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's exactly what I needed, because I have been thinking about her like every day. And I know a lot of that has to do with the fact that her birthday is April 2nd, and it's like April 9th or 10th today. That has a lot to do with it too. But yeah, I've just been really thinking about her a lot, and that just kind of solidified that she is thinking of me too. But all right, guys, I just wanted to pop in and give you guys that update on my health, because I know you guys are going on this journey with me. So remember, all of this started in December. We are now in April, and April, I still have bandages on 1, 2, 3 areas: lower back, back of my thigh, well, top of my butt, like right where it curves, and back of my thigh. Everything else is still copacetic. We got the teeth going. The nail game is, I literally have to clip my nails like once a week, and then they grow right back. I don't know what's going on. Next on our agenda is cutting of the hair. I'm probably gonna cut my hair to like here. Just gonna chop it all off. But all right, guys, enough mumbling. I have to go get some gas. I literally have like no gas left. Bye. Good morning, peeps. Just showing you my breakfast. I already started eating, but my sister made me some egg whites. This is like lemon pepper, turkey bacon, I think, and then chocolate chip waffles. Yum, yum. I think I'm gonna start using egg whites more, because hers are so good. I could deal with that. I've never been a fan of egg whites, but those are really good. And my niece has egg whites. She's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. She's picky. Doesn't like any bread anymore, so I have to watch it. Yum, yum. That makes her eat her food. Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. It's been raining. Is it raining now? Yes. Well, it may have just stopped, but it's been raining all morning. I just been kind of relaxing, not really doing much. But I realized that I forgot to show you guys 2 of the books that I got. I'm starting to kind of forget. Okay, so, gonna block the sun. I got this book, which is called The Wiener Across the Way. It's like the part 2 to The Cock Down the Block. This is like a BBW romance, but it doesn't have all that low self-esteem, please love me type behavior that sometimes you'll see in those. So the first one was pretty good. It was light. It was funny. It was the cock down the block because her pet was a rooster named Luke Skycrocker or something like that. I don't know. And then in this book, The Wiener Down the Way, she's like, this is supposed to be like Taylor Swift and that Casey dude. I kind of get that vibe, except for she's plus size. And she has a wiener dog named, is it Gretchen Wiener? I think the author said that she did a poll and she was like, should I name the dog Gretchen Wiener, or I don't know. I guess I have to see. She gave, like, we took a poll to see what she should name the dog. My vote was for Gretchen Wiener, which is a Mean Girl reference when he comes in and he's like, with the Valentine's Day Gramps, and he's like, and none for Gretchen Wiener. So that's this book. I haven't got to it yet. I read a couple of pages of it, but then decided I wasn't in the mood for romance. And then this book has been in my Kindle Unlimited for me to read. And then Barnes & Noble came out with like a sprayed edges version. Although the edges aren't really sprayed, guys. It's more like, it's supposed to be gold. It's more like a yellow. And it's more like the actual page color and not really sprayed. But whatever. It's pretty. And I'd already planned to read it, so I figured, why not get the pretty one? I also went there to get Tempest of Tea special edition, but it was already gone. And then I ended up picking up this author again. I have a lot of her books, but I've only read one, and that was that vampire book. But this is Hunt on Dark Waters. I kind of got in the mood for the whole pirate water thing after reading Does It Hurt? Update on that. I may just pop it here on the screen. So I finished Does It Hurt? I rated it like a 3.5. It's some cringy parts in there that are just like, eek, not my cup of tea. But overall, the story was good. Though it had a little plot twist that I wasn't anticipating, because that is the same author that wrote Haunting and Hunting Adeline, and there's like a paranormal aspect in that book. So seeing that there was like a paranormal aspect in this one didn't surprise me. But if you never read her, that probably would have been I'm trying to, the best way to, yeah, but if you have never read her, then that probably would have been a surprise. And then I finished Your Ex Ain't Me. And I read that book in like 2 days. It was so good. If you guys didn't know, that's part of the Crenshaw King series. And each book follows a brother. I've told you guys this before. Love Letters from a Gangster is still my absolute favorite. This one was just like, I couldn't put it down. It was just like bingeable. It was really good. Really, really good. I want to almost give you guys my Goodreads so you can see my full, like, spiel, but I won't. But anywho, yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed that book. It was really good. I rated it 5 stars, but now I'm having the issue of trying to get into other books. So the other books that I'm reading are kind of just like, so I'm kind of forcing myself to read, what is it called, child? Let me see. Fall of Ruin and Wrath, Awakening. This is like a romantasy, like fantasy mixed with romance. So far, I'm about 18% in. It's interesting. It's just, I'm not chomping at the bits to read it, so we'll see. So yeah, today's just going to kind of be a laid back day. Like I said, it's raining, it's storming. Um, yeah, my boyfriend's sick. My sister is. It's everybody's like trying to dodge catching something. It's like this like weird cold going around that a gang of people have, where it's just like you don't feel sick, but you have like a runny nose, a stuffy nose, and when you go outside you feel fine, but when you at nighttime and in the house you feel stuffy and your nose is running constantly. That's what everybody's been saying. So I'm like, I don't need to roll up out of recovery and straight into a cold, because when Amber gets a cold, the cough lasts for like 2 months. And we don't need that. So I'm doing my best to up my vitamin C, take everything I need to take so that I can just be on the up and up. Stay away from little sweet cheeks over here, because we all know that kids are literally the bringer of the colds. Where who go? I don't know where her shoe is. You took it off. Go ask Grandma. Did you take it to Grandma's room? Mama, Bailey is calling you. No, she's saying Grandma. She said, where her baby's shoe? Mama.
What baby? Mama. Baby.
She said, where her baby's shoe?
You took it downstairs.
Oh, she took it downstairs?
She had one in her hand.
Oh, it's downstairs, boo-boo.
And she got on one?
I found one, but she looking for the other
What
one.
was one?
The one was inside Siobhan's shoe.
Okay, the other one I saw it in her hand. Let's see if the baby shoe.
She don't play about her babies, okay? She got lots of children that she don't take care of, that she make everybody watch for her. And you expected to feed them, bathe them, rock them. And if you sit the baby down, she will come back and give you the baby. Now, the baby she gave me, she's highly upset because she couldn't find the baby's shoes. But she the one that took the baby's shoes off. Okay? But now because my mom said, oh yeah, I need that. It should be Savage X Fenty, and it should be Fabletics or Yitty. Fabletics or Yitty. It should be 2 big bags. So, yeah. And there are upcoming videos. I feel like I'm finally up to doing some clothing haul. Yes? She calls me Amber because she hears me yell my name. Okay. She loves when we yell through the house because it gives her an excuse to yell through the house. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay, boo-boo. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. She's downstairs. Good morning, all you cool cats and kittens. So, today is a new day. It is Monday. I have so many things to call and check up on. I don't know. I think I lightly touched on the fact that the plumbing in my building, part of it is in the wall and in my ceiling, and it leaked and it destroyed my ceiling and it destroyed my wall. As you guys have seen, if you're new here and you haven't seen, I have popcorn ceiling, which in California sometimes can be asbestos depending on the age of your house. My house is right at the age where it became illegal to use asbestos material in popcorn. So I always wondered if my popcorn ceiling was asbestos or not. So my HOA had to send someone out to check it because since they were going in the ceiling, it was now going to be disturbed. It's perfectly fine for it to be up there as long as it's not disturbed. Hence the disturbance. They tested it. It said they found some asbestos. So it's covered right now, but they're going to have to actually like remove the area. So they're trying to figure out now what is the best approach, because my living room and dining room is all one open space, and that whole area has popcorn. So they're thinking more than likely it's going to require the removal of my entire popcorn ceiling, which by all means, I'm fine with that. But that is going to be a reasonable amount of work, especially if like the drywall needs patching and all of that. So they sent a drywall guy to look at everything that he needs to do, and then we'll actually have the removal process. Yeah, so I have to call today to check to see what the status is of that, because I was preparing to go home because I'm at a point now where I could do mainly everything for myself. Not without struggle, but I can do it by myself. So I was gonna go home, but there's no point in me going home if they have to do asbestos removal because I have to vacate the premises. So that's where we are now as far as me going home. Last I spoke to you guys, I think I was showing you the books that I got from Barnes and Noble. Currently in the middle of reading this book, Fall of Ruin and Wrath, and I've never read her before. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about this book and it sounded really interesting. So I immediately bought it on Amazon and added it to my Goodreads for next in line, which is, I mean, we know my TBR is miles long. So for me to jump over all the other books, I'm reading it. It's pretty good. I'm like that far in. Well, let me not be misleading. I'm this far in with still this much to go. And I borrowed an ebook from the library, so I'm reading in here because, child, look at this font. Okay, check out that font. It is tiny. So I do some reading in the book, but child, I'm of a certain age. I can't look at them small little font like that. That's real small. And then, so I was telling my sister, I was like, oh, you should read this book. But look what I found. Isn't this so much more enticing than this? Isn't it funny how this is the exact same book? This is just the Barnes & Noble exclusive. How red brings your eye more so than the blue. At least for me, it does. Hi, boo-boo. To what do I owe the pleasure? How's that baby? How's that baby? Guys, she's so smart. She was eating breakfast. Well, she had stopped eating breakfast. I was done eating my breakfast and I was getting ready to take it into the kitchen. So I said to this smart baby, she was walking away. I said, hey, Bailey, are you done eating? Now, I was expecting for her just to either come back, pick up some food, or ignore me. But she picks up her plate, brings it over to me, and says, all done. I said, wow, okay. And I took it in the kitchen and threw away the remains of her food. But the little girl handed me her plate and said, all done. I'm not ready. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Hi. Watch this. I love you. I love you. She blows me kisses when I say I love you. Is that for me? Thank you. Sticker. A slightly used sticker from her thigh, but oh, and I get the other one. Oh, wow. Such a thoughtful baby. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to pop in and tell you that. I still haven't gone to the Container Store. Oh, where are you getting all these stickers from? Thank you. Now I'm stickered up. But I plan to. And I'll take you guys with me when I go. Oh, another sticker. Guys, I am just... I look so beautiful. Thank you. Okay, you making sure they're on there good? Okay. All right, I think they're on there. Thank you. Thank you. Can TT have a kiss? Huh? Can TT have a kiss? Ah. I'm being checked out by the doctor. This happens quite often. Do you see anything, doctor? Am I okay? Okay. Am I okay, doctor? All right, guys. I'm going to play with my niece. Hi, peeps. It is a new day. I just left European Wax. I got my eyebrows waxed. What else? Eyebrows waxed, underarms, and then they have this promotion right now. I don't know if it's just this location or all European Wax locations, where if it's a service you haven't used, you get it 50% off. So I was able to get my legs waxed for like $28 or something like that. So yeah, I'm hoping that it helps with the whole like strawberry leg thing or whatever. And right now I'm sitting in the car because it was just so cold in there, and I have on like this, I'll have to show you guys, I have on this cute like Target crop top and like skirt, but the air was just too cold. So I came and I sat in the car because it's a warm day. They just had the air blasting. And I'm thinking that once my sister comes out, I want to go here. I've gone there before and I got like some Vietnamese coffee drink and it was so good. And their coffee tastes so good. And they have a new telephone, so I'll take you guys in there with me. I also really want to go to this place, Louis on 2nd. I won't be doing that today, but I want to try Louis on 2nd. Maybe the next time I come. But yeah, guys, that's it. I am just chilling like a villain, trying to get a little bit warm. I'm about to finish reading my Kindle with me, and I'm just gonna finish reading that. I actually DNF'd it, like was not gonna finish it at like 70%, but then everybody on TikTok kept saying, well, not everybody, I found this one chick on TikTok who was like, it gets better in the last 100 pages, and the last 100 pages is what makes you want to go on to the second book. So I was like, okay. So I picked it back up. I stopped reading at like 68%, and I wasn't going to read anymore. Once I got to like 74, that's when it like picked up, and I was like, okay. So yeah, now I think I'm at like 78, almost 80%. So we'll see. But like I said, I'm just going to sit here, read, try to finish up this book, and go on with my life. All right, hi guys. I didn't plan on vlogging today. Maybe later today, but not really. But I'm trying something new from Lotus Tea Lounge. It is isn't this cute? It has like a little plug for the straw, but it is a leche and watermelon drink with mango pop and boba. Oh, wow. The tea is strong, but it's good. I'm glad I got it with extra sugar. I'm glad I did. But I'm also going to try these little Caesars. What are they called? Biscuits. What are they called?
Crazy Puffs.
Crazy Puffs. This is pepperoni. They are good, only because they're so crisp on the outside. And this is just cheese. So cheese is good by itself. Of the two, the pepperoni tastes better. Probably just because I don't get pepperoni a lot, but what do you think tastes better?
Cheese.
A lot of people say the cheese one tastes better. That's all I wanted to show you guys. They're worth it. They're pretty good. It's probably the only thing I will ever eat from Little Caesars. Matter of fact, this is my first time even tasting Little Caesars because that whole using cheese as a sauce has never been my thing. But these are actually good. Okay. Update for the Little Caesars puffs. Again, this could just be me. The worst headache. The worst headache from eating them two little puffs, okay? It could just be that my body is just not used to eating like that. But yeah, I have the worst headache. Child, this is where a vegan diet just kills all other diets because you just don't experience, or actually, I take that back. Not just vegan, but also like not eating fast food, I guess, or like processed food. But anyways, right here, it's just, yeah. But in case you eat clean, or maybe you don't eat meat like that, they might give you a headache. Because we all know Little Caesars don't use the highest quality ingredients, which is why they can sell everything for so cheap. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Hi guys. So I am at home. I just finished filming a video. It was not the way I normally film, but I wanted to make sure I got the video out. So I just did a quick Yitty haul. Yitty has swimwear, and I needed to be a part of that. Completely forgot that I don't need to wash clothes while I do that, and I literally could hear my washing machine. So editing Amber is going to have to work her magic. I don't need to be in the living room. Let me show you guys why. That is my ceiling, and that is my wall that had a leak. They cut out the drywall and they cut out the ceiling, but that is considered asbestos popcorn ceiling. So now hazmat removal has to come, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to remove the entire ceiling in here because it's all connected. So yeah, there's that. And my makeup vanity was underneath where that was. So the popcorn fell, crumbles of it fell onto my whole little makeup section. So I can't touch any of that stuff because it literally has like popcorn crumbs, asbestos all over it. So the hazmat team is going to have to clean that. So everything that's like safely secured in the thing, I think I'm going to keep. Everything else, I'm going to have to toss. But either way, I couldn't rumble through it, so I couldn't really do my makeup. And I didn't think about that before I left my mom's. Like, Amber, you're going home, but you don't have any makeup. Actually, I did have some makeup I could have used. Whatever. Yeah. And then my boyfriend was trying to be helpful, which it was helpful. He literally washed everything there was to wash in the house. Look at this. Now, here's where we're going to take a poll, sweet friends. I don't do mass washing because I don't like to do mass folding or mass putting up of the clothes. I'm a person who will do one load, maybe 2 or 3. Put that up before I do another one. He will literally throw a load in mine, go to the one on the grounds, take up like 4, wash all that stuff, dry it, bring it all back, and then be like, okay, so now I'm going to start folding. What? Do you know how hard it was for me to film with this here? And he's like, well, just let me fold it. I'm like, no. So I was going to just like film and then like head back to my mom's. But then I'm like, you know what? It's Sunday. I'm relaxing. I was going to fold some of these clothes. And I'm like, it's the Lord's Day. You're not supposed to be folding and working and doing stuff like that on Sundays. My mom always says that. So I'm going to listen to my mom and I'm not going to do that. The most I did was film. And then I think I'm just going to maybe, yeah, I don't know. I want to fold these clothes so bad. Oh my gosh. If y'all only knew. I want to fold these clothes so bad. Then my boyfriend terrifies me and says, your dryer's broke. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, your dryer's broke. It keeps shutting off every time I try to dry something. And he's been saying this now for like 2 months. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I Googled it and people were saying that because I have an electric dryer. He's like, people were saying like with the electric dryer, sometimes the sensor gets cloudy and the dryer will start and then stop and then start and then stop. They're like, and yeah, so it's probably broken and you need new sensors. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, did you check the lint trap? Did you make sure that it wasn't too hot in the closet? He's like, yeah, I did all that. So the time I came over here, because I've only spent the night over here once, I didn't even check it. I just was like, whatever. And then today I was like, you know what? I want to wash the bedclothes and all that stuff. And I was like, let me just test out the dryer. So I'll go in there. I just throw something in the dryer. I turn it on. And it does what he says it did. So I was like, let me just check the lint trap. He's like, I already checked the lint trap. I open it. And there's a significant amount of lint in it. So I take everything out. And he's like, and he gets quiet. And I close it. And then I put it back in. And he's like, well, you didn't tell me it opens. I said, what are you talking about? He was like, you opened the lint thing. He was like, I cleaned the lint from the outside of it. I said, there's never any lint on the outside of it. You open it. Like mine's just like a claw, like this. and you open it and the lint's in there, and then you close it back and you put the whole claw in. Guys, I turned on the dryer and it worked just fine. I was about to be so hard. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for that dryer. I just remember chucking it all off to being expensive, because between getting a washer dryer hookup, getting a 240 volt put in, having to get a electric dryer, which are more expensive than gas dryer, having to get apartment size, which ironically is more expensive too. The whole process was like $4,000. So every time I think of anything going wrong with the washer or the dryer, I just remember the number 4,000. So I don't know if the washer was 1,500. Maybe it was 1,500. Maybe it was 2,000. Maybe it was 800. I don't remember. But every time I look at that washer and dryer, the number in my head is 4,000. It's 4,000. If I never showed you guys, this is the ring I was talking about that my boyfriend got me with his initial. But anyways. So yeah, he is on his way back right now to bring me some Starbucks, because child, I'm starving. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I am not going to. I'm not gonna touch these clothes. I'm not gonna touch them. I think my light bulbs on my chandelier are about to go out, because they keep dimming. Oh, it just went out. Okay. Yeah, I have to change. I have to replace that. It's like my house is like, she's here. Everything mess up. But anyways, that's it, guys. Oh, I'm in the process of washing the bedclothes, because men just don't do that type of things. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's very clean. All the dishes are washed. All the clothes are folded. All the surfaces have been sprayed. The house smells like watermelon fabuloso, and he didn't even know I was coming. So he has been doing an amazing job, but men don't do things like buy quality toilet paper. They don't change bedclothes as frequently as we do. Like, I like to change mine once a week. Yeah, I know those weren't changed last week. So, yeah. Gonna change the bedclothes, and there's no food here. No food here. So my boyfriend left me a pickle. That's how we fall out. 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 That's how we fall out.